This is our bus driver, Kevin.
At approximately 6:30 a.m. this morning, a fire entered the town of Paradise.
That's a look at the Lost Bus based on true events that transpired during the wildfires back in 2018 in Paradise, California. I caught up with the stars of the film, Ferrera and Matthew McConaughey.
Do you agree that you two together are off the charts? Super good. I did not know the Matthew pairing would, I never had it in my head, and then I see it and I'm like, oh my goodness, put the two of you in a bus. You're the quintessential teacher who's calm and collected until she's not. My mom's a teacher. Then you have so much bubbling under the surface, and then put those two characters together, put them on a bus. Move over Sandra Bullock. I don't know. That she used to own the bus, and not anymore. You guys, did you know?
I've been waiting for this since How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I knew that we'd have a thing.
You did? Yay! Oh, come on, let me believe you. She knew.
Yes. No, I hoped. I was one day I'm going to get to be on a bus with this guy going through fire.
Sweating. Hot. Taking care of the 22 kids. No, I didn't know. I had a good hunch, though. This is one of my favorite compliments for you. She works from a place of, she's pro, not anti. Like, who is my character? Who's Mary? What does she need, and how does she go about things? And you're saying, it's easy when you're in that small of a space together every single day for people to start picking up energies of the other and start sanding off the rough edges a little bit. So there's not as much of a dynamic, and it was never in question with you. And you held that identity line, which made it fun for me too, made it frustrating for me too as Kevin, which was good, which worked. So I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And frustrating as an audience, right? Single file, double file, hands on, good moving.
Come on.
Really, I thought everyone was going to side with me. The kids need calm.
I'm calm as ass.
Everyone's like, get out of there.
Okay, given the fact also that the two of you are both parents, your son is actually in the movie playing your son. I mean, it hits home on so many levels. I mean, for me, it was hitting home. I'm a parent as well. I'm a wife of a firefighter. We're going off on all things here. And so for you guys to emote, to get into that, and the parent side of things.
Yeah, I think that the story is so deeply human. I mean, even beneath being a parent, having any experience, around fires, like it's just being a human being in charge of other people's well-being. And Matthew talks about this in terms of Kevin's journey, but real people choose to move towards crisis to help people they don't know. That in and of itself, you could unpack that for the rest of your life. What makes humans want to help each other? And that there's so much beauty in that, and pain in that, and sacrifice in that. And truly, both of our characters make this decision to we'll come back for our kids later. And it's an unthinkable decision.
Matthew, working with your son, working with your mom.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was awesome. I mean, I'd worked with my mom before. She's a born performer. Working with my son, I didn't have any idea he was interested in the craft of acting in front of the camera. He was working on the camera crew behind the camera on this set for months. And then he came to me and asked if he could reach the part. And I didn't say anything. I made him come back to me 4 times and badger me until I said, okay, let's see if it's been cast yet, and let's give it a shot. And he gave it a shot, and he did it, and he pulled it off, and got the role. I had a very proud moment because I had worked with him a lot for months leading up to this on character, on how to read a script, how to break down a character. What do you want? What do you need? What's the obstacle? Blah, 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 all that stuff, that fun acting stuff. And as he's learning this for the first time, he was dependent on learning that from me. But then the day we went to work, the day it was his first day on film, I remember the car ride. he had a cold shoulder to me. he took ownership. No more advice, no more safety net. I'm taking ownership. And the way he moved on set, the way he interacted with the director, Paul Greengrass, I didn't have to be there at all. And that was a proud moment for me to go, he clicked in. Because I'd always talked about the ownership at some point we have to take. And hopefully it's before we go to work. Sometimes I've been there, I'm like, I'm 2 weeks in and I'm still not owning this thing. But he took it the day of, and that was a proud moment for me.